This is London calling in the overseas service of the British Broadcasting Corporation.
I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.
The pocket battleship, Graf Spee, which has been for many weeks preying upon the trade of the South Atlantic, and met her doom.
Mother dear, I'm writing you from somewhere in France, hoping this finds you well.
We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air.
Have you any dirty washing, mother dear?
We shall never surrender.
Hang up the washing on the Siegfried line, 'cause the washing day is here. Whether the weather may be wet or fine, we'll just love along.
Das Oberkommando der Wehrmacht gibt bekannt. Ein im Atlantik operierender deutscher Flottenverband unter Führung des Flottenchefs Admiral Lütjen im Seegebiet um Island auf schwere englische Seestreitkräfte. Das Schlachtschiff Bismarck hat hierbei einen englischen Schlachtkreuzer, wahrscheinlich Hood, vernichtet.
The sinking of the Bismarck was due to the cooperation of the RAF with the Navy. And Rodney, which did some pretty work with her 16-inch guns.
This is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end. But it is perhaps the end of the beginning. But the Japanese High Command had declared that a state of war existed with Great Britain and the United States.
The German Navy, so proudly built up by that smug strategical genius, the Führer, is slowly but surely being wiped out. Now the Scharnhorst, the 26,000-ton battleship, has gone to the bottom. A not unusual result of action against the Royal Navy.
Led by a powerful British escort, the main body of the surrendered Italian fleet is transferred from Malta to Alexandria.
Signed the act of unconditional surrender of all German land, sea, and air forces in Europe to the Allied Expeditionary Force.
Back across the China Sea for the last large-scale surrender at Hong Kong, where today warships of the Royal Navy ride at anchor in the harbor.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the port. I'm the Gaff Major, and this evening we are going to be doing Force Operation in Scenario. This is really down to the community's participation. I can't obviously play every single ship, so if you are joining us, feel free to look for the training room under my gamer tag, Galloping Major, and join in with a appropriate ship. So we'll give it about a couple of minutes just to let people file in, I guess you could say. Suitable ships, obviously. We already have myself in the Vampire and Kriv in the KG5, and we have Thunder King in the Shikuku. So in regards to allowable ships, obviously King George V, Repulse, because they're the main capital vessels, and then on the Axis forces, any tier 7 or legendary tier carrier for the Japanese. So Shikuku and Karaka are allowed, however the legendary tier Haruku is going to be preferred, because obviously it's going to hit a lot harder. We want to be putting the allies under pressure. In terms of the destroyer escorts for the allied fleet, obviously Vampire, Valkyrie if you don't have Vampire, Wakeful, Icarus and Gallant. Icarus and Gallant are there to represent the they're there to represent the E-class destroyers, and then Wakeful is there to represent one of the S-class destroyers. It's just to mix it up a little bit. Now, some of you may wonder, what is the naval battle of Malaya? Well, it's basically, I guess, a bit of a mistake. It's the best way to put it. The British, from about mid-1941, were kind of aware that the Japanese were going to be mobilising for war, and unfortunately this is a situation that the British weren't really ready for, because they were already kind of committed to an existing conflict with the Germans and the Italians over in the Mediterranean Atlantic, and therefore the Pacific Theatre had been heavily stripped of vessels, and so the plan was to almost get a defensive force over towards Singapore in order to try and deter the Japanese, and almost like inspired by the operations that the Tirpitz was kind of doing, a fleeting being, a threat that could reach out, even though on its own is not a lot, it could have a devastating consequence, especially on commercial shipping. And so after numerous plans were redrawn, the fleeting being concept was kind of pushed forward, I guess you could say, and it went through numerous revisions, but it finally came to obviously being Prince of Wales and Repulse. Now, it looks like we've got a bit of a quiet evening at the moment so far, so I'm going to just quickly close down this training room. So yes, everyone's going to get kicked. And what I'll do, I'll get it relaunched, and this time I'll bring the Repulse, I think, just to get things going. So if everyone else who was already in can just rejoin once I've got it all set up. There we go. Okay, we'll get that set up. But yeah, so the aim of the game, I guess you could say. Let's get the slideshow on the go. So the aim of the game is the Axis force, which should just be a single carrier, is to relocate round to this grid square over here. That way they should stay or remain undetected and be able to strike out with their aircraft at the Allied fleet, I guess you could say. Now, with the Allied fleet, they are to congregate together and then move around this side of the map and make it all the way up to the top corner. The aim of the game is once you get to the top corner, you're in Singapore, you're safe. Now, the main stretch here, this part is probably going to be the most dangerous part, I guess you could say, because that's when the Allied vessels are going to be under a lot of pressure, I guess you could say. BC Cunningham's here. What ship has BC Cunningham brought? Is it one of the Allied destroyers, or is it a Japanese carrier? If he's brought Repulse, I might quickly rotate out. Oh, while we're sorting things out, I do apologise. Obviously, scenarios are always going to be slightly awkward to organise, because it's all about having feet on the ground. He's brought an Icarus. Oh, good show, good show. Just waiting for a Japanese carrier to rejoin. Oh, okay, we've lost the Japanese carrier. All right, no worries, no worries. Okay. It's going to be changed plays unless we've got someone out there in the stream chat who's got a Japanese tier 7 or above carrier who's interested in chipping in. Neptune's beard. Unfortunately, that does happen. I would join if I had one of those ships. You got the tier 2 Valkyrie. That'd be a good one. If not, BC Cunningham, have you got Repulse? If you got Repulse, quickly nip out and grab Repulse, and I can grab Karga and bring Karga back. Actually, I can't remember who BC Cunningham is. I definitely know, I recognise the name, but I remember that the game tag definitely didn't match up with the YouTube account. I would have joined if I had one of those ships. I might. Okay, fair enough. Oh, BC Cunningham's not dropped out. Fingers crossed he's going for a Japanese carrier. Yeah, so I'm hoping that obviously this event really does need your involvement, I guess you could say, in order to make it work. He's brought Repulse. Okay, right. I'm going to have to shut this training room down and relaunch it again, unfortunately, because I can't change ships. So let me give me 2 seconds. Let me rebuild it. Tier 7, Japanese, CV. Yep. Let me grab Karga. Create room. Create. Thankfully, it doesn't take long for me to do this. And move out team. Team 1. Team 2. Right. Okay. We're nearly getting some of these capital vessels sorted. There's KG5. Right, so we've got the capital vessels, we've got the main ones. Brian Chang, Cunningham's me, there we go. Good show. Yeah, if I'm going to make this, so I'm going to get this probably launched very shortly. I'll give it 3 more minutes, I guess you could say. So if anyone wants to bring out an allied destroyer, Icarus, Gallant, Valkyrie, Wakeful, or Vampire, are all suitable. At 2 more minutes until I'll launch this, and then we'll get this started and we'll do like an initial scenario. At the moment it is just the capital vessels. So we'll try and run this a couple of times, and as people join in, I hope people join in, we'll rotate people around. It might be a couple of cases where I'm going to have to shut down the training room, relaunch it with a different set of ships, but if everyone's on board with just rejoining in, that would be much appreciated as we go through. And then when the games are launched, I think people can still kind of join the queue. So yeah, just join in. If you want to play the KG5, bring the KG5. You know, like, and then what we can do is just rotate people around. Sweet, yeah. Let me see if I can just quickly research them. Well, the Valkyrie's the tier 2 British destroyer, so it won't. Fingers crossed, it won't take you too long, because you've only got to do the Weymouth, then half the Caledon, and then you get the Valkyrie. Yeah, sorry, no pressure, no pressure. Oh, much obliged to everyone who is able to do this. I have tried to reach out as much as I could to quite a few destinations, including a scenario Discord group. But I kind of feel that, I think because I'm EU time, I think that's going to cause some of the issues in regards to people joining. I had 6,000 DO. Don't spend doubloons them. God no. If not, don't worry too much about it. If you can't join in, it's fine. You can almost watch, I guess you could say. Yeah, I'm gonna get the first one launched. Fingers crossed it all goes well. In the meantime, if you want to join in with a suitable vessel, please just join the training room, please. Okay, what I'm going to say is, I think this first round, because it's just the capital vessels. No XP autocorrect. Okay. So what I'll do is this game, I think, as the battleships, you're allowed to do. Hopefully, you haven't got military build. I think that's going to be the only thing I'm going to say no to, because it just means that the Allied vessels can never be killed. However, I'll allow DCP and I'll allow repair party as well. The reason being is it's just to give you a bit more of a fighting chance. Under the normal rules, I would say no DCP. I open the stream 2. We'll launch the first one. Good. We'll launch the first one. Good timing. Laugh out loud. Wow. Yeah. So we're just doing the first launch. We've only got 2 capital vessels in the enemy team, and then as more people join in, I'll sort out. The Swedes already got the Valk already, so he's ready to represent the vampire. So we'll pick Swede up or fold him into the game. So the reason why I chose Tears of the Desert is because this map has quite a large amount of open water around the outside, especially this side of the map, and the intention there is just to make sure that we give the Allied vessels as much open water to try and avoid. This is going to be quite an interesting one, because at the moment Prince of Wales, I guess you could say, is ahead of the repulse, and Kaga is vicious. Now, out of all the proposed vessels for this scenario, Prince of Wales, or King George V I should say, has the best anti-aircraft capability, like head and shoulders above any other of the Allied vessels. When it comes to the destroyers, they are really much just for show. They're there for screening, really, and the intention is not to allow them to use smokescreen consumable. So really they are only there to lend their meagre anti-aircraft support to the Allied vessels, and almost to rescue the survivors, I guess you could say. It's a little mechanic that I have folded into the historical side. Jeff Dave, it's 30 seconds too, so don't worry. We're going to keep rotating people in and out. We're hoping to do, I'm hoping to do about 2 hours of this. But it is kind of subject to, obviously, how much of the community are involved. And then one of the parts is we're going to run, like, hopefully a couple of, like, semi-historical scenarios to start with, and then later on we might run some of the what-if scenarios. So the what-if scenarios, some of them are semi-plausible, and some of them are not outrageous, but difficult to actually have happened. So one of the very plausible scenarios is that an additional destroyer and a cruiser would be made available to join Force Z. These vessels were at Singapore Harbour and were fit and ready to go. The reason why they didn't go with Force Z is because they were deemed to not be fast enough to keep up the fleet. The whole point of Force Z was supposed to be a rapid strike force, so kind of like it's able to reach out, attack, and then run away. That's why obviously you have the Repulse in there, and you've also got the Prince of Wales. The additional vessels was a S-class destroyer and a D-class cruiser. I almost feel that actually, because of the island, I'm better off going for a torpedo run here. Now, for those of you who are kind of interested, you'll be interested to know that it only took 3 torpedoes, I believe, to actually cause the Prince of Wales to sink. I will contribute nothing. But at the end of the day, that's almost what the destroyers did. The destroyers really didn't contribute much to the actual engagement. The only thing that they really contributed was picking up survivors. Without them, there would have been a lot more casualties on the Allied side. So as a destroyer in this scenario, you're very much just coming along for the show. But I think there's potential for the destroyers to be a little bit tricky, I guess you could say. I mean, I'm not going to give you ideas. Well, actually, no, I am going to give you ideas. I'd say it's possible if the destroyers, if you're trying to do this competitively, with the destroyers, what you could do is you could potentially stay on the flanks of the Allied battleships. A, to obviously lend your meager anti-aircraft support to the capital vessels. But furthermore, I would say you could potentially block some torpedoes. I mean, it's risky business, and you probably will die. However, being that the aim of the game here is for the Allied, well, the Axis carrier, I should say, to sink or cripple the Allied capital vessels. I don't really care about hitting the destroyers. The destroyers are worth like 0 points to the Axis carrier. So if the Allied destroyers block torpedo runs, it's plausible that you could be lending assistance. You will die gracefully, but yeah, that is definitely a scenario. Stuart, hello. Right. Let's see. So we got Prince of Wales is still not down to under half HP. So for a minor Axis victory, I need to get both of these vessels down to under half HP. So let's see. I think the Prince of Wales is in trouble. So I've kind of gamed it a little bit, and I guess in some regards it's almost semi-historically accurate. I've focused the Prince of Wales first. The aim there is to try and remove the Allied vessel with the best anti-aircraft capability. So we've managed to get the Prince of Wales to an amount of HP where I feel like I might be able to say get away with either finishing her, or at least if I can get the repulse now to under half HP, it might be possible for me to actually put off a minor victory. Meanwhile, Granny Chang and Amakrib, just after this, just confirm you were using repair parties and damage controls kind of situation. I want to see how much pressure we can put the Allied fleet under. Obviously, Kaga is vicious. I've never really appreciated how horrible the Kaga is until now. Avaz, hello. So, as you may be aware, hopefully aware, this is a kind of a community event. So feel free to join in. Once we're between games, I may close down or reopen the training rooms subject, because the irritating thing is obviously you can't change your ship without leaving training rooms and then coming back in. Now, for everyone else, that's perfectly fine, because it means they can join the training room and go, oh, I can't use this ship, okay, I'll just grab another ship. However, for the host, it's kind of annoying, because it means that, as the host, it means that I have to literally kick out the whole training room again, good lord, I know Kangas planes are weak, but the anti-aircraft capability of Prince of Wales is still very active at the moment. Oh, we got a very good... So at the moment, I'm trying to... I think if I can get the repulse down, I think I've got the repulse down to under half HP. So I think from a standpoint, I'm hoping... Crib, maybe I'll change an AA build to survive? Yes, no, I'm perfectly fine with players gaming their commander builds to be anti-aircraft capable. I think and even to have like survivability, as in like reducing flooding, reducing fires, and things like that. The thing I just want to avoid is will to rebuild, because I feel like with will to rebuild, it will just make it impossible for the carrier to actually be able to execute a kill. So I don't think there's much. I don't think so. I'm not going to be able to get a kill unless I can go. Well, unless I go for the Prince of Wales for one last strike. I mean, it's a bit cruel considering how close to Singapore they actually are. But I don't think it's going to be enough. No. So I'm going to say, yeah, no, they've made it. It's a minor Axis victory, but Prince of Wales and Repulse have survived, be it with probably extensive damage. Yeah. There you go. So yeah, I'm going to call that a minor Axis victory, because the Allied vessels have been able to get out of there, but they are heavily damaged. Right, okay, that's a nice little test run. So, yeah, Ranchang, Naval spotted plane. Super Slime, I've got Haraku if you want to do British Ships Major. Oh, Super Slime, if you have, that'd be amazing. Right, okay, I'm gonna close this down. We're gonna quickly go back to office mode. I hope the chaps don't mind. But yeah, no, that worked really well. Right, sorry chaps, I'm gonna have to quickly exit this training room and rebuild it. I hope you don't mind. What I'll do, I'll go in with Icarus, I think. Or no, I'll go in with Repulse, if that's okay. I'm gonna go with Repulse. So, so what we'll be looking for is a KG-5, a Valkyrie, a Vampire, Icarus, Gallant, Haraku. For some reason, I've got it filtered on battleships, which I don't want. Yes, I do actually, because I'm going in Repulse. Create room. Or super. No. Create. Okay, the room is available. So. Yeah, we're just looking for obviously the Allied capital vessels. So I've already got Repulse, so we're looking for a KG-5. But then again, we're also going to be looking. We got an Icarus, nice. So we only need like one more Icarus or Gallant. What I can kind of do, I can do the PlayStation live stream in the background, and I can just mute the capture card, I guess you could say. Jeff's here. What are you in, Jeff? Feel free to join in community. Honestly, the more the merrier in some regards. With the scenario, we have a maximum of 7 vessels, 1 Japanese carrier, 4 Allied destroyers, and 2 Allied capital vessels. Super Slime's here. Please be in the carrier. Yes, nice. Okay, we're looking for a KG-5, a Valkyrie, or a Vampire, or a Wakeful. Now, I do know that obviously if you're not a friend with me, it is going to be a bit of a pain to go through all those things. Oh, we have a KG-5. Okay. Anyone for any more? I'm going to keep it open for another minute or 2. So I think we're just looking for a Valkyrie, a Vampire, or a Wakeful. So the tier 3 or tier 2 British destroyer. What have we got here? Is this going to be a participant or? Yeah. It's a Valkyrie. Nice. Okay, I was literally about to. Okay, we got room for one more destroyer. I'll allow a Valkyrie or Wakeful. If there's anyone else. If you are joining, please obviously shout out. I'm okay. There we go. There's the Swede. No worries. Well, we're only one vessel short. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly unmute my microphone, I guess you could say, inside the game, and then I'll obviously just quickly run through what's going on. So evening, gents. Now, this operation, for the battleships, I think we're going to allow damage control party and repair party because we are going up against the legendary tier Japanese carrier. For the destroyers, your main aim is simply to escort. When the capital vessels go down, feel free to carry out attempted rescues, which is basically just park next to the sinking ship and wait for it to sink, I guess you could say. For the Japanese carrier, focus on the capital vessels. The destroyers really do mean nothing to your victory conditions. And for the destroyers, no smoke. Okay, I repeat, no smoke allowed. The reason being is obviously, no smoke was made during the actual historical engagement. Anyway, much obliged, and I'll get this launched. Okay, there we go, nice. So, this time we're going up against the legendary tier, so we're really trying to put the allied vessels under a lot of heat, I guess you say. Haruku Torps will one-shot these DDs, I assume, most likely. Super Slime, can I ram the Valkyrie? No, your main aim is to get your carrier located to that grid square over there if you can. That way you won't be spotted, but you can continue to strike out. And then, yeah, that should be fine. At the end of the day, we're trying to represent a land-based air force with a with an aircraft carrier, unfortunately. Also for the capital vessels, I should mention, we will allow catapult fighters as well. Okay, so this engagement is going to be horrible. We got the legendary tier carrier. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get moving over towards the King George V. There we go. So I'm just going to get my guns locked. The reason being is they are useless. They are for show for this engagement. Now I have got we're already got fighters in. Now this is the catapult fighter. This is the bombers. Let's have a look. There they are. So these are probably going to hit like a truck. He's going after the destroyers. He must be feeling rather confident, sir. I think that's the repulse coming under bomb attack. Oh, there's a fire. And also, I appreciate that Super Slime there. Wait for the historical accurate starting the engagement with high explosive bombers, because that is very much what the first engagement did come from Japanese Japanese bombers. Okay, torpedo aircraft. There's the torpedoes. Oh, jeez. Jeff is taking this shielding of the shielding of the battleship quite seriously. Good lord, he's really trying to strip the destroyers away. Right, Kriv, we've got to try and make best speed here. Yeah, I think I will overtake Kriv here. It's not very sporting of me, but I think it will be necessary. Good lord. Ronnie Chang's out there, like. Right, okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. I might have to try and organise these destroyers, I think. Yeah. Sorry to micromanage. What I'd probably say is Jeff and Ronnie Chang, if you can focus the port side of the fleet, and then the Swede, if you focus the starboard side of the fleet, and that way we should have like a bit of a destroyer screen on both sides. I know you're all trying as hard as possible to be heroes and blocking those torpedoes, but trying to keep the destroyer screen nice and spread. Oh, KG5's coming under fire. There you go, the destroyer screen's in. To be honest, I'd say that's a good position for the destroyer screen. I will slow down to 3/4 speed. No, to be honest, that's almost perfect, actually. That's quite cool. Let's see, we've got 8 minutes left. Worst case scenario, I think, yeah. I'm gonna stick with the Prince of Wales for the intention of. This is a lag in my game. Ooh. I feel out of place. The aim is the carrier should be focusing us. Jeff's making a good attempt there. Oh, that. Okay, Jeff's a hero there. that was a good move. So that. Oh, Prince of Wales is under pressure. I'll slow down a little bit for Prince of Wales. It destroys. You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. Yeah, super slime. I'd be careful about capping, because if you do cap, you will actually end the game before the Allies can make it to Singapore. I'm going to get a bit distance between me and the Prince of Wales. In some regards, I'd almost be... I think if I was Admiral Tennant, I'd almost be tempted to say Repulse has to just make a run for it, but I think I'm just going to get Repulse about 2 or 3 clicks ahead of Prince of Wales. In some regards, yeah. I think destroyers, I'd probably focus more on protecting the KG-5. Repulse has still got loads of HP to spare. Yeah, so Super Slime's kind of doing the right thing here. He's focusing Prince of Wales. Yeah, the destroyers are doing the right thing there. Nice. Hey, are you going for me? I think you're going for me. I think I'm going to get hit. But that's I don't mind that. I can Repulse can take it. Especially considering she's that close to Singapore. Ooh, lucky. This is the thing, at the moment, it's very tempting as Repulse just to make that final dash and get into the Singapore square. So the Singapore square is basically this square here. So the concept is basically once the Allies make it to that square, they would be safe from the Japanese aircraft.
Engine boost activated.
So I'd almost probably say Repulse is probably safe now. Yeah, so it's literally, I think it's just getting the Prince of Wales home safe. And to be honest, Prince of Wales is not too far behind. I could be. Yeah, I'd say Repulse is definitely in the safe square now. So yeah, it's quite interesting. Just seeing HMS Gallant just bouncing off the bow of HMS Prince of Wales. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's fair, you can say. So, alright, destroyers. Alright, go torpedo him, go on. I think on that scenario, there goes Prince of Wales, but she is in the safe square, so I think on that one, you could say that Prince of Wales is definitely limping behind. With Repulse probably being like good enough. So in that kind of situation, you'd probably say that HMS Prince of Wales probably made it back to Singapore, but heavily damaged. Repulse made it back to Singapore with probably light to medium damage, and with that being the case, I'd probably call it almost a draw. I mean, losing Prince of Wales is going to be... Or no, Prince of Wales being heavily damaged like that is not going to be good for anyone, I guess you could say. However, it's... With Repulse getting out of it without taking so much damage, I think that's not a bad outcome. I mean, that gives the Royal Navy the ability to lick the wounds and fight another day. Whether they can get Prince of Wales to probably Ceylon for repairs, or whether she probably limp into Singapore. But yeah, no, that was good. The destroyers, in some regards, that was actually really quite fun. I don't know how fun it is to be a destroyer, but it was definitely fun to watch for the destroyers. In fact, to the point where I'd almost want to give it a go myself. So I'm gonna like strip this out and launch another one. And this time I'll go in the Wakeful because the destroyers, although it's not necessarily too exciting, what you can contribute can be quite interesting and have quite an outcome on it. So I'm going to launch another training room. I was lagging extremely during that one, and have another be the CV. So if we've got anyone else in the chat who has a tier 7 or legendary tier Japanese CV, please join. If not, I will have to jump out and bring the Kaga myself. Oh, Super Slime I'm going to bring. We have a Repulse. We have a do we have a Japanese carrier? We have a just so you know, this is a live stream of the scenario Battle of Malaya, Force Z. So I'm assuming, being that you bring a Graf Spey, you're not necessarily here for the event. So I'd recommend you either join in with the event live stream or leave the training room. I'm trying to be nice there. Oh, we have a Kaga. Okay, nice. All right. Okay. No, that's nice. So I can get the Kaga on team 2. I've got a King G5. I've got a Repulse. I'm not going to be taking a Graf Spey. I'm going to grab the Valkyrie. That's nice. Do we have Rennie Chang? You in for another one? Put the Graf Spey in. I'm not putting the Graf Spey in. God. What if a German raider? Okay, we've got 3 of the 4 destroyers. I'm not letting the Graf Spey in. The Graf Spey's gone. Good. A Gallant or an Icarus, I think, is what we have spare. If anyone's got a Gallant or an Icarus to join in, just so people can see the roster. There you go. The Marlborough. We're looking for a Gallant or an Icarus. We give it a go. Oh. Oh, what if the British built the Super KG5 and sent it to the... Yeah, no. Okay. I don't think they're in. Let's see, who we got? Just Jeff Dave, kick him out. No, there's Jeff. Randy Chang, are you up for another? If not, anyone else? It's not in, so he would know there was. He's in a hood. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. We're getting closer. Hopefully the audio is okay. I should join in Tier 3 carrier for the memes. They're right, Japanese or British? Because there is a what if scenario. Right, this time I'm just gonna... Let's make things harder. Now hear this, now hear this. So this time, to make things more difficult for the Allied fleet, no repair party, no catapult fighter. Damage control party is allowed. I repeat, no repair party, no catapult fighter. Damage control party is allowed. Same rule goes for destroyers, no smoke. I repeat, no smoke. So at the moment, I'm just going to lock my guns in the destroyer. Who do we have here? We have KG5. That's nice. Repulse has got to do the speed. So Repulse with engine boost getting over here will definitely be assistance. I need to get out of Prince of Wales. Wait. And for Jeff, you want to be getting your carrier into that location there. We're not really too fussed about the capping, so if you can just autopilot round into that square and then just operate from there. Or towards the end, if you want to start chasing us into the corner just to make the game quicker, feel free. That's perfectly fine. But otherwise, yeah, we're in for the long haul. What I can do a bit of a... Says Prince of Wales, and then over here we have Repulse. She is under air attack, but unfortunately I can't see the aircraft. Oh, but she has taken hits. She has damage controlled that. No repair party allowed. I am gonna try and slow down Prince of Wales. So Repulse really does have to race over here to get within Prince of Wales' AA bubble. Prince of Wales has the best, like out of all of them, has the better AA rating. So Repulse really is kind of reliant on that air bubble, AA bubble. HM's well, what was representing HMAS Vampire has just taken a torpedo. Right, Chang's doing a interesting job there. Actually, let's get a really nice view. There you go. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I like that. Right, what's going on? Repulse is having difficulties. In some regards, I'm almost tempted to... We are waiting for Repulse here. Repulse is about 3.5 clicks away. She does have the speed to keep up, so I'm going to start escorting the Prince of Wales here. Hopefully, we've got the Swede on the case there. In some regards, is it worth? I mean, I have a meager AA capability, but Repulse is definitely in trouble here. So I'm just going to loop around the back of Repulse. Yeah, so I think that at the moment the destroyers are just going to have to lend their AA support to the repulse. Try not to block the repulse's path. But I'd recommend probably staying within about a 1 kilometer circle or 1 kilometer bubble of her. Try and contribute your AA to her. I had to change batteries. No worries, no worries. I should join in the I think Red Dawn. Yeah, so the reason why I say the carrier goes for that grid square over there on the far side is so they don't cap. Because if they do the capping, then it can mean the game's over within about 4 minutes. Right, repulse is done for. Escort the Prince of Wales. I should have gone for survivors. I totally forgot about survivors. Nice. I totally forgot. Good job for being on it, Randy Chang. Right, so my aim here is to probably get within about a 1 kilometer distance of the Prince of Wales and probably just try and lend a support from there. If I'm going to try and block torpedoes, I need to be ahead of the Prince of Wales, off the bow almost, to try and block torpedoes there. So you can see I'm not quite in position here to block the torpedoes. Jeez. And now the torpedoes are going to be coming in from the other side. I think my Valkyrie's in a good position. I think if it comes to recording this scenario, as in like for historical game, like historical retelling, I think there's actually going to be a really nice potential for some really interesting captures. The problem is, I think we're going to be out of points. So this is the downside of obviously the carrier going into the epicenter, is it ticks down very quickly. So unfortunately, Prince of Wales is probably going to make it with about half HP. Okay, my Valkyrie's in a good position here to try and block this torpedo run. I managed to get 2. But 1 got through. So I think in that case, Prince of Wales probably would have limped back, repulsor's gone. I'd recommend no AA build, but the British get to form up prior to CV attack. Too much AA for the CV with both. Very General Rescue. You may well write. No heal is impossible for repulse with AA support. Major. Against Haraku, the AA was useless, but they can't get the planes are falling fast. Yeah. Okay, if everyone's up for it, I'd like to run that one more time. But if you want to swap your vessel for an AA build, go do it. Right? You got an opportunity. But I think what we'll probably do is the destroyers probably initially prioritise protecting the repulse. Jeff, feel free to chuck in any feedback you got on that run. I think no repair party for the allies is quite difficult. Haraku down to 2 planes by the end. I'm changing to Gallant. Okay, if someone in the DD, let's see, you're going to Gallant. Randy Chang, do you want to bring the KG-5? But yeah, I think it's plausible. I think if Super Slime, you're happy playing the repulse one more time, I think what you probably want to do is you probably want to get the destroyer escort over to the repulse. You probably want to have 2 destroyers go for the repulse. It was a bit easy for Kaga, perhaps, allowing 1 repair party. Super Slimes on the repulse. I hope you're happy with that. BC Cunningham, what are we in today? I'll go to office mode. There we go. Jeff. This time. This time, yeah. He's in the KG-5. Nice. Okay. We have a Gallant. Okay, nice. So we've got 2 destroyers. We got room for 2 more destroyers if people want to play them. Valkyrie, Vampire, Icarus. But yeah, I think it's maybe I want to try one more time with like no repair parties. With the Kaga, I think it might be possible. I mean, Kaga does dish out a lot of damage, but she does lose aircraft quite quickly. Okay, we're only down to 2 destroyers. I mean, it's not necessarily the destroyers that are too critical. Okay, we've got 3 destroyers. Okay. We'll go with the same rules, same run as last time, and but we'll. Okay, apologies for the disconnection. That was my internet. Yay, internet. Yep. 10 out of 10 British internet. Super Slime. Sarcasm's not appreciated, sir. My internet is up, but I have the American. Let's have a look. I have room if we join that, then the Major can start instantly. Okay, yeah, if you've got it set up, Super Slime, then yeah, I'm happy to join in with that. Although for some reason you got it set up as Solomon Islands, what you want. Yeah, Super Slime, if you want to host, I'm fine with that. To the Desert Epicenter, 15 minutes. I haven't had a cutout since playing. I was afraid to drop out. Yeah, nah. If not, I can quickly create it. Let me know, Super Slime. To be honest, it won't take me too long to no, it won't take me too long to create. Yeah, I got it. Okay, apologies. My internet is going to be sorted shortly, I hope. I've got a BT engineer popping over literally tomorrow morning. Super Slime fixed. Okay, yeah, okay. Let's break out of this one. Let's jump into Super Slimes. So if you are joining, you're looking for Super Slime 309. So I'll repeat, if you're joining us again, you're looking for Super Slime 309, and we are looking for one destroyer. But I'm happy for us to launch with the 3 destroyers. Yeah. Thanks, Super Slime, for picking that up. I had a hunch my internet might not hold, but at least this way, hopefully, it means everything's still okay. So as I was saying before, same rules as last time. Although I think what we're going to do as the Allies, we are going to do the converge on the repulse first to protect the repulse as much as possible, especially with the AA bubble from the KG5, and then we'll make our way anti-clockwise around the epicenter to the top right corner. All the best, chaps. So actually, I need to get my destroyer into position to interdict any incoming aircraft. Lock at the guns. What I'd say is that square there. Just checking my positioning from the repulse. Okay, we've got torpedo aircraft coming in. Damn, the repulse is so fast. There we go, I think I've managed to get Wakeful into a sensible position. Yep, I think I am. Crib, if you want to take the starboard bow of the repulse and try and protect her from that side. Sweet. With you, if you can literally just follow the repulse, like get right behind, almost about one to half a kilometre directly behind her, that should work. Okay, we've got the Prince of Wales. Alright, Prince of Wales full speed ahead. I'll try and, if the battleships go side by side, we should be in a good position. you the microphone. There we go. Guys, try and... Managed to block one. Oh, I'm on the beach. Oh Christ, this is not good. I don't remember that bit in history. Right, I'm gonna have to push a bit forward. If I can just get in position for when we go around the island, I think that should work. Right, this actually looks really awesome. There you go. Obviously Prince of Wales wasn't painted in Union Jack colours, but you know. Oh, okay. I'd like to just get a bit more distance between me and the bow of the KG5, just so the KG5's got a bit more manoeuvrability. There we go. Leave him alone, Super Slime. Okay, gonna continue protecting the bow of the repulse. Damn. Trying to judge that. Right, it's now on Kriv. Oh, nice timing, Kriv. Looks like going for Prince of Wales this time. Ooh. Good lord. Will Repulse make it? I think Repulse has just got to go full beans. I mean, I like the way that the Prince of Wales is coming in to try and block the repulse from the majority of the AA, well, majority of the aircraft coming in. But would it be enough? Oh.
In 5 minutes.
Oh, nice, that worked. Having to force him to drop torpedo. I mean, this is obviously gaming it. But Christ. I think if you had 4 destroyers as well, yeah, I think it's been done. Nice. And yeah, we're all in Singapore. So yeah, well, there we go. So KG-5's over half health. Repulse is heavily damaged. One of the destroyers is heavily damaged. Yeah. So I call that. It's almost draw level. It's draw level of kind of results. But yeah, no, that's interesting. Okay. All right, Super Slime. Feel free to end of the playthrough, I guess. We all made it. We're all in Singapore. Oh, let me just restart the chat because yeah, internet is not the best situation. But yeah, there you go. Managed to get Repulse back on 10,000 HP. Prince Wales is back on a healthy amount of HP there. Well, she's 10, 20, 30, about 35,000 HP. Gallant definitely taking a solid torpedo hit there, unfortunately. Put that chat. Full KG-5 maybe a bit much. Yeah, she might be a bit much. But it's interesting to see. Yeah, Super Slime, we'll end this one. And then what we can do is we can then probably do a bit of a what if and get what if. So I think the first yeah, let's do the Hermes what if situation. I think that'd be the most interesting one.
Smoke generator activated.
So the Hermes, you have to leave. Okay. All right, everyone quit. Right, okay, let's rejoin. So what we might do, I might do the Hermes. So the Hermes situation is basically Forstead was supposed to consist of 2 battleships and the carrier. One part of it was I mean, if you want me to play the Japanese carrier, I can do. It will have to be the Kaga. But with the Hermes, Hermes was at Cape Town with King George V when. Do we not go back to this train room? No, because I got moved over. Yeah, I have to drop out now. Thanks for the games. Okay, I'll leave the train room. I'll bring the Kaga then. Yeah, but so Hermes was at Cape Town with Prince of Wales when Prince of Wales left Cape Town to head to Singapore, and it was initially intended for there to be a carrier with full set. Now, Indomitable was the initial choice, I guess you could say, but she was working up in the Caribbean, and so she wouldn't be available to get to Force Z until about late December, so she wouldn't actually have been available to make it at the same time. Oh, we've got a couple of people dropping out. Hermes doesn't have fighters. She does have fighter cap, which she can release, I guess you could say. Okay, well, many thanks, Jeff Dave and the Swede, for joining in. Much obliged. It has actually. I've definitely had fun. I hope you had fun. I mean, if we end up just doing a KG5 or a Pulse and the Hermes versus a Kaga, then that's not too bad. Oh. Jeff Dave was out of planes. Christ, so the AA build KG5 stripped all the aircraft off the Kaga. Nasty. Major's internet's more broken than the Empire. Oh. The thing, the most annoying part is it's fine for like hours on end, and then suddenly you get loads of outages. Oh. Oh, we got a Hermes. Just need a KG5, I think, at the moment. If anyone else is joining in, I think if we can get just a minimum of a KG5, then we'll run this scenario, and if need be, we might call it the last one. But it's definitely been quite an insight. I think it could make a really interesting recording as well. I think there's a lot here. Which could, I've definitely seen a lot of like cinematic views here. Only 3 people left. I lied. Yeah. I tried my best to promote it as much as possible, but I get it is a Sunday and it is late EU time, so I know that obviously it's a good time for United States. Okay, as Kaga, I'm just gonna position myself. So the Hermes, you haven't really got much of a role, I guess you could say. You're contributing AA support, and there isn't really any need for you to launch any aircraft. It's just your own fighter cap that comes with the Hermes that you're probably going to be relying on mostly. So generally, I'd probably say Hermes, get as close as you can to Repulse. Now, Hermes wasn't sent from Cape Town to Hermes wasn't sent from Cape Town to Singapore because she was deemed to be too slow to be effective in Force Z. So that's why Hermes didn't go. And basically, it was deemed because they wanted Force Z to be a fast strike arm. Hermes was deemed to be too slow. So this would be interesting to see, because so far, whenever we've had Repulse has always spawned like the furthest arm from the route, and always had to try and, yeah, again, furthest arm away. Yeah, and so unfortunately, as the Japanese, kind of makes sense for me to try and force the issue on the Repulse. She has the least amount of AA. So I brought it down. Unfortunately, ooh. Now, as the Japanese, I won't be dropping any catapult fighters. That was one thing that was kind of noted, was basically the Japanese Air Force that was attacking the Air Force said didn't have any fighter cover. And so with that being the case, if there was even a meager amount of fighter cover provided by land-based aircraft or even a carrier, it's potentially it could have had a bit of an impact on the force set. So this would be interesting to see, like, how much slower is Hermes, and how much of an impact on force set does it have? So although I'm partially tempted to have a crack at going after Hermes, I shouldn't really, because it's not a priority target. Yeah, Repulse, yeah, Repulse is very... This is the thing, Repulse is very exposed to the incoming damage, which I guess is kind of rightfully so, because that was the situation that she was in. I think super... Yes, the aircraft are actually... The additional AA support from the Hermes is definitely helping. That's interesting. My Hermes, 3.5 kilometer AA, no planes down yet. Yeah, Hermes isn't known for having great AA. It's almost one of the reasons why she was posted to the Pacific Theatre. I'm going to say that the additional fighter support is really chewing up the second wave attack of the aircraft. Running trying rudder out, oof. But the fighter planes are working. 3 down, yeah. Oh, this is interesting. god, yeah, it just seems like I can get in there with one strike now, but that second strike, my aircraft just disappear. I mean, if I wanted to be, if I was trying to maybe game it out a little bit, I would definitely be doing probably safety drops. Yeah, Repulse is probably an awkward situation, being that she's faster than the others, so it's very easy for her to accidentally almost like outrun her escorts. Super Slug's now in a very awkward predicament. Unfortunately, it seems like Kalinka's just not delivering the goods right now. Yeah, I don't know if I will be able to kill these. Rallying Chang's doing the right thing here. Use Paul's Prince of Wales to try and provide a cover bubble to repulse. Does, yeah. I might return this flight. Prince of Wales is nearly down. Prince of Wales is down to 15,000 HP. Pulse is down to about 20,000 HP. Good lord, how many fighter caps does the Hermes have? We've got to try and finish the Prince of Wales. God, the fighter cap from the Hermes. I'd be interested to know how many aircraft each of the enemy vessel, each of the Allied vessels actually take out. Because the interesting thing is from the actual historical action. The Japanese only actually lost like 3 aircraft. The Repulse looks to be making a run for it. I'll be also interested to see Randy Chang 25 planes. Nice. Super Slime 12. I think the other interesting one is I think Super Slime and Randy, because I know you've both played the battleships, and also because you played it once with the destroyers providing escort and then once with just the carrier. How much of an impact do you feel that the destroyers have on the overall, dare I say, gameplay or protection of the capital vessels? Do they feel like they're entirely useless? Do they just get in the way? Or do you think that in some regards they do contribute a little bit? I think this will be the last bomb run on Repulse. I think after this I'm going to say Repulse has made it to Singapore. Okay, I'm going to say Repulse has made it to Singapore. DDs are much better than the CV. Ah, okay. I think I had 2 planes downed in Icarus. Yeah, no, it's quite surprising how the AA from the destroyers actually did feel like they contributed something. 1 CV is better than 1 DD though. That's very true, that's very true. Every battle cruiser for itself, yeah, no, I think that there is that temptation with Repulse to to say, well, bugger this, I'm going, and just put it full speed to the metal and seeing how quickly you can get through. I think you could almost justify that being a tactic where there's just like 2 destroyers in Repulse and 2 destroyers in Prince of Wales kind of like split up and just go for it. I just want to see what the situation is now if I can get a torpedo run on the Hermes. Because Hermes was sunk in the Pacific Theatre. She was caught by Japanese aircraft while she had no fighter cap. Good lord. Don't think I'm going to get another strike off, but worth a go. The torpedo block is what makes the difference with the destroyers. Yeah, no, that's a fair comment. That's a fair comment. Kriv, was the right choice not to send Hermes there? She's slow and has not much impact. 14 plane kills from the Pulse there. Very nice, very nice. Well, I think as we're very low on participants now, unless we've suddenly got a load more people who are willing to jump in, I think we might have to call that one there. There are some additional scenarios with, say, a D-class cruiser and another S-class destroyer joining in, just bringing the Allied fleet up from 6 vessels to 8 vessels, and those vessels would have been actually available from Singapore. But I think they would have contributed something. Because it would just bulk out the number of vessels as part of that fleet. But all in all, the scenario, I definitely enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. I know definitely something I maybe would like to try again, maybe with a bit more forewarning, because I know this is kind of last minute. I really kind of launched the idea, I guess you could say, yesterday morning. But if people... And if people did enjoy it, maybe we might do some more scenarios. If maybe attendance is low, maybe we do some of the smaller scenarios, like Battle of the Denmark Strait. Or if we have more people, to be honest, another small scenario you could do would be, two of the British county-class cruisers versus aircraft, I guess you could say. That was an Indian Ocean operation. Yeah, but there's loads of different scenarios, which would be hopefully fun to try out. I hope you enjoyed it. And I look forward to trying this one again and recording it, getting a couple of people to record it from different perspectives and stuff. And maybe have it turn out a little bit more historically accurate, and then taking everyone's recordings, merging them together, and make a nice little documentary. I think that could be also really quite interesting, really quite fun. Well, many thanks everyone for coming along. Thank you to everyone who participated. I think extra thanks goes to everyone who participated. So thank you to Brandy Chang, the Swede, Kriv, Super Slime, and Jeff Dave. Much obliged for joining in. Obviously, without your participation, this wouldn't have really worked. But also thank you everyone who kind of, I guess, came along and either watched a little bit or just popped by to say hi, which I believe includes Vaz Vegas and Stuart Weir. And yeah, I think, it's been a bit of a quiet stream, but then again, it's Sunday evening or midday Sunday over in the United States, so it's not exactly peak time. So yeah, look after yourselves, stay safe, stay well, and enjoy what's left of your weekend. Until next time, I'm the Gaff Major, and back to the port. Pip and cheerio.
This is London calling in the overseas service of the British Broadcasting Corporation.
I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.
The pocket battleship Graf Spee, which has been for many weeks preying upon the trade of the South Atlantic, has met her doom.
Mother dear, I'm writing you from somewhere in France, hoping this finds you well.
We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air.